30 years ago, if you wanted to get yourself a fast American car, you'd spend about $30,000 and get this. It's the C4 Corvette. But if you wanted to get yourself the fastest American car, then you would spend about $65,000 and get this. Yep, it's the ZR-1 Corvette. Now let's fast forward to today, and if you wanted to get yourself a fast vehicle, you'd get this. It's the Ford Raptor, but not just any Raptor. It's the Raptor R with 700 horsepower. So the question I've been wondering about is, which of these vehicles is faster? Is it the ZR-1 Corvette or is it the Raptor? And there's only one way to find out. Isn't that right, Tommy?
The C4 ZR-1 was one of the most significant Corvettes in history. I'd argue probably the most significant Corvette in history, because under the hood is a Lotus engineered 5.7 liter aluminum V8. And it was the first Corvette ever that had more than one camshaft. It had four camshafts, 32 valves. This thing was a Ferrari, the Porsche beater. I mean, it won so many records for distance, endurance, 0 to 60. I mean, it was such a beast back in the day. It's hard to express how important the C4 ZR-1 is and how its lineage affects every modern day performance car. And now you can get 700 horsepower in a freaking pickup truck, which is just insane. So this is a Raptor R 5.2 liter supercharged V8, but it's a lot heavier, like probably double the weight. And we're gonna see what happens when you line them up.
All right, Jordan, what size tires do you have?
Oh, these gotta be 37s, maybe 30. No, they are like 26 inches tall.
You know, really, this is a Ford GT500 in disguise. You know that. You're really racing a GT500 and not a truck. Just think of it that way.
That makes me feel a little better. Thank you.
All right, let's do this.
All right, are we ready?
Oh my God, 13.12. 13.12.
Well, not my best performance there.
You know, I don't think it would have mattered. I went 13.12 in 107 miles an hour.
Well, I would like to do a rolling race if you're up for it. I think I can beat you in that.
All right, Tommy said he wants to test you in the rolling race, so let's do a rolling race. And I'll give the Raptor to Tommy to see how he can do. But yeah, this thing, I mean, it's quite crazy.
Oh, it was amazing off the line to see that thing squat like that. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was like a cheetah sat on a cactus.
Yeah, very much. Not the visual I had in mind, but yeah.
I am selling one of my all-time favorite cars, my fully electric Mini Cooper SC, and it's up for auction right now over at TFL Bids. I think one of you are going to get a screaming deal on this fully electric Mini, and we're also selling this super rad classic Bronco. Check out all that and more over at tflbids.com. All right, my dude, so we're going to go into a rolling race. Now, let's talk a little bit about weight. What do you think the curb weight is on that ZR-1?
Probably about 3,400 pounds with me in it. You know, just a little more than that.
So this truck has a GVWR of like 7450 minus the 1500 payload. You're probably looking at right around 6. But I have to say, you know, you did get a little sideways there that corner, which I got to see. But what we'll do is we're going to insert a really cool drag race we did between that C4 and a C5 Corvette, which you can also watch over at TFL Classic. So we'll splice that in right now, and you can see what the thing will do to quarter up here. 3, 2, 1. A little bit of wheel spin, but pretty good launch. We're neck and neck off the launch. unbelievable. The way that LT5 delivers its power is just incredible, dude. It just pulls and pulls and pulls.
Yes, it really pulls in the top end there. God, if we could hook up out here.
Yeah, one thing I know the comments are going to say, well, you got to warm up your tires. Unfortunately, the airfield folks don't let us do that. But let's see what I ran there. Memory, that was a 15.3 at 99. So that is a significant difference between the C4 and the C5. And I know all the comments are going to be like, that car went a 12 easy. We're up here to mile below sea level. These Solos are GPS performance testers. They're a little bit of a heartbreaker, but we're still talking like a second difference, C5 to C4 ZR-1. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that one here was 14.38 at 108 miles an hour. A little better on the time on that one, but still just struggling for traction.
Yeah, man, I am so impressed with that ZR-1. You know, everyone in the comments could be like, yeah, but I can do an 11 seconds at the sea level. We're up here to mile above sea level. These Solo DLs are a little bit of a heartbreaker, these GPS performance timers. And it's not about the time, it's more about the comparison. So we're going to do a rolling race. I'm just going to leave this truck in drive, actually. I'll let you do whatever you want with your manual. I'm going to leave this truck in drive, sport mode, and we'll see what happens from 30. Are you good with 30?
Wow, 30 works.
All right, let's get moving. Okay, so 5.2 liter V8. There's 20. Okay, 30. 3, 2, 1, go. Took a little bit to downshift. It is neck and neck. Oh, he's beating me! Come on, Raptor! We are right neck and neck! Oh my god! We won! That was... I am completely dumbfounded by that. That was astonishing. You took me in the quarter, and I thought once this truck got into the higher RPMs, once the transmission or downshifted, that I'd be able to catch up with you, but I just couldn't. That was wild, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, man. Yeah, I haven't really let her sing there, but yeah, it was really neck and neck, and maybe even pulling at the very top end there. So that was cool.
Do you want to do a brake test?
I'm happy to do a brake test, sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we'll do a braking test. We'll wait for these guys to get in position. So, you dynoed that car recently. What were you making at the wheels?
Yeah, I actually had it on the dyno just last night. Just kind of wanted to check things over, and it put 385 at the wheel.
385, and from the factory's rated at 375 at the crank. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty impressive performance 32 years later. I love that car. You know, we're talking that you bought that for what, 10,500?
Yeah, it's got a really nice deal on it. It's a higher mileage car, but gosh, I mean, reliability's been great and keeps taking me beating on it. So.
Yeah, that is a little bit less than this Raptor. This was $110,000. So I think dollar per quarter to roll race. You got me beat in a big way.
Well, I will say I'm glad I don't have to pay the sticker price of this new, or definitely not, you know, via the inflation from 1990, because it would be right up there.
All right, should we go hit this?
Ready when you are.
All right, let's get rolling. Wow. So I had that camera angled forward on that ZR-1 for the roll race, and that was a mistake because he actually won. I thought it was going to take him in the roll. Okay, there's 60 miles an hour. And it's coming across the line, 60. And... yeah, you won that. By a pretty big margin. I'll get the measuring tape out.
That truck stopped good though.
Oh, not bad for 6,000 pounds. I agree.
ZR-1, 88 feet. We're about one truck length farther, which is still very impressive because the Raptor is at, call it 101 feet. So, if we're scoring this, then Raptor 1 point, ZR-1 2, but still in the quarter mile Raptor won. Tommy, technically the Corvette won.
Yes.
2 out of 3
Yes.
tests we put it through. But if we go back 30 years, there would have been no trucks that would have stood a chance against the ZR-1.
That's right.
And yet today, we have a truck that not only stood a chance, but beat it in an outright drag race.
Yeah, but not in the roll or the braking test. I mean, the magic with the ZR-1, and I've read this in old car and driver and like Motor Trend articles, was a roll race. And it's still, even 33 years later, is a beast in that category.
Yeah, but I have one question for all of you and you.
Yes.
How much can it tow? Done!
That's a stupid argument. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. This has been Tommy and my dad. Big thank you to Jordan for coming out. We'll see you in the next video.